Teologia înlocuirii spune că Biserica va fi noul Israel, un popor nou și îmbunătățit al lui Dumnezeu. Însă, potrivit Scripturilor, legământul lui Dumnezeu cu poporul ales de El este ireversibil și tot Israelul va fi mântuit. Don Finto, o voce pentru generațiile care vin, consideră că dacă oamenii ar fi crezut capitolul 11 din Cartea Romani, nu ar fi existat o teologie a înlocuirii sau antisemitismul.
If this one chapter had been believed through the centuries, there would never have been any replacement theology that the Gentile church has replaced Israel. There would never have been any anti-Semitism, because Paul makes it very clear that God has not rejected Israel, that ultimately all Israel will be saved, that God's covenant with Israel is irrevocable, and that when they come to faith, it will bring greater riches, revival, and life from the dead to the whole world. And he makes it abundantly clear, and this is really most important, that the Gentile believers do not replace Israel. Rather, they are grafted into Israel and now share in the nourishing sap of the olive root.
Biblia vorbește despre nevoia de a ne ruga pentru pacea Ierusalimului și de a binecuvânta Israelul.
So any church that works against the Jews in Israel are working against themselves without knowing it. And the Gentile believers, according to this chapter, were to have lived in such a way to show Israel mercy, and in showing them mercy, they would make Israel jealous for their own Messiah. And yet the Gentile church became the worst persecutors of the Jewish people.
Deși evreii au suspiciuni în ceea ce privește creștinii din cauza ororilor suferite din partea lor, Don Finto spune că este vremea ca ei să vină la credință.
And some people now, there's a study that was given that probably as many as 1 million Jewish people around the world now believe that Jesus is the Messiah. Very small number in Israel, but nonetheless, it's happening.
În final, Don Finto observă că ne îndreptăm către cea mai evlavioasă generație din istoria omenirii, marcată de credință și de miracole.
Let both grow together till the harvest. And Jesus explains the meaning of that and says the harvest is the end of the age. And the wheat obviously are the righteous and the weeds are the wicked. So what we're looking at is the bad news first. We're headed toward the most wicked generation in the history of mankind. But don't get bothered about that, because this is who you are. We're headed toward the most righteous generation in the history of mankind, which means more miracles, more godly living, all those things. That's what we're a part of. And don't forget, we were commanded to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Psalm 122, verse 6. And Isaiah says in chapter 62, give yourselves no rest and give him no rest until he establishes Jerusalem and makes her the praise of the whole world. And, by the way, don't forget Genesis 12, 1 through 3, that if we bless Israel, we'll be blessed.